Across cultures and continents, one thing that parents and children commonly share is misunderstanding. Because parents and children see life through different lenses. Parents see tradition and security, where children see freedom and self-expression. Parents mean love and concern, but children see it as control. Children mean independence, but parents see it as rejection. Intergenerational gaps aren't just statistics, my friends, they're part of our everyday life. Whether you grew up in Shanghai, Sydney, or San Francisco, whether you speak Russian, Spanish, or English, whether you're a Christian, Jew, Hindu, or anything else, you've surely seen those everyday clashes over choices big and small. And chances are, you're still living them. Hello friends, I'm Raghuverse, welcoming you to another episode of Raghuverse, where we explore life's most meaningful conversations. Today, let's talk about one group that often bears the biggest brunt of the friction arising from generational gaps. Immigrant parents and their first-generation kids. See, we all came to this country in search of something. Some came for money, some came for accomplishments, and some seeking better opportunities for their skills. But all of us came here to build a better life. In that pursuit, we left many precious things back home. Our families, friends, festivals, and that wonderful social life that was the very fabric of our soul. We sacrificed all those treasures and built our new, better life here, step by step, with hard work and determination. Years rolled by, we married, often within our own communities, and started families. We told ourselves, our kids will have a better life than we ever had. When they were born, we held them close and whispered, we will build your dream life. But somewhere along the way, we forgot to pause and ask, whose dream and whose life? Parents, don't get me wrong. Our intentions were noble, our goals genuine. But our approach, that surely missed the mark. And quite often. You all know what I'm talking about. A traditional dim sum, paratha, Nopalis or kasha was your idea of a heavenly breakfast, while all that your kids were craving was a grilled sandwich or a cold slice of pizza. Your home country's traditional music, be it mariachi, polka, or Hindustani, is the only revered music in your heart, while their playlists are filled with pop, rock, and rap. And make no mistake, the disapproval is not just one-sided. Your kids dislike your choices as much as you scorn theirs. The expression will be different, of course. You frown at their waffles, they roll their eyes at your dumplings. Your dismayed headshake for their rap is met with their shoulder shrug for your classical music. Your disapproval of their short clothes is met with their impatient disapproval of your ethnic dresses. These can be funny at times too, but unfortunately, the differences cut deeper as kids grow up and we run into more serious discussions. How many of your kids have said something like, Mom, don't embarrass me calling me Chinna when my friends are around. I hate it. Calling nicknames is a genuine display of affection for parents, but a slaughter of their cool image for the kids. In fact, many kids would rather their parents didn't even attend their school events. How many of your kids have begged you for Lunchables or brown paper sandwich just so that they can fit in? But you insisted on your Chinese, Indian, Persian, or Mexican lunchboxes. There's a lot more. We parents dream of engineers and doctors, but our kids dream of animators, journalists, and full-time content creators. We can't think beyond arranged marriages and cultural continuity. They can't stop thinking about compatibility, chemistry, and that spark that brightens their lives. We seek respect only through obedience. They seek respect through dialogue. We say, this is our culture. They say, hey, but this is my life. Do you see what the root cause here is? We parents grew up in an environment where culture was reinforced by the whole ecosystem. We imbibed culture from our friends, schools, movies, festivals, even the streets. Our kids do not have that ambience. They are growing up in a different environment, yet we expect them to live by rules from ours. But is that completely wrong? No, not at all. See, the parents are right in their intentions of instilling precious values from their roots. But then, children are also right in their assertion of decision making and freedom to choose. So if both sides are right, how do we find a solution? That's where my point is, my friends. The solution lies not in choosing sides here, but it lies in choosing the bridge. I know, it's easier said than done. I understand. Building that bridge is hard, but not impossible. And it all starts with open-mindedness. Open-mindedness on both sides, which means listening more and lecturing less on the parents' part, explaining more and arguing less on the kids' part, drawing rigid boundaries, being too prescriptive, or letting kids be totally carefree, or even negotiating, as in, I'll agree to these two things if you agree to those two. All these will lead to chaos. The only solution, the only way to build that bridge is for both sides to be open-minded and make a balanced decision in each individual matter. Remember, balance is not a formula. It's a conversation. It's empathy. It's mutual respect. Once again, this applies equally to both sides. So kids watching this episode, remember, before you conclude your parents lack perspective, ask yourselves if you might be lacking patience. And parents watching this, before you dismiss your kids' choices, ask if you might be lacking open-mindedness. When both sides are open-minded, you will learn to accommodate and accept flaws, multiply strengths by sharing them, and find solutions through candid conversations. That's how we build that robust bridge that we're looking for. Well, at a minimum, if you can't agree on everything, please make every effort to come to an agreement on life's two most critical decisions. Number one, career. Parents, please do not predetermine paths for your kids. Instead, see what your kids are naturally good at and help them excel in their passion. And kids, understand your parents' concern for stability and prove it to them that your passion is more than just a passing trend or your brilliance is more than just a flash in the pan. Number two, marriage. Parents, remember, your kids will live far beyond your time. You want them to have a happy life even after you pass, right? Look, you can guide them, bless them, support them, all that is fine, but you cannot live their life for them. Their choice matches yours? Fantastic. But if not, let's please be open-minded to evaluate their choice objectively along with them. Ask the right questions, raise flags where there are concerns, do any required checking and so on. But please do it all from the lens of, would this person give my kid a happy life? And not from the lens of, oh, what would my relatives sitting in a remote village in China or India say to this? Let our kids inherit freedom, not fear. Let's leave them a legacy of joy, not a burden of expectation. In summary, parents and kids, let's make sure that our love towards each other is truly unconditional. Let's practice open-mindedness. Let's practice asking each other, what do you love? What do you fear? What do you hope for? What are your concerns? Because in the end, a dream isn't something parents can hand over to the kids. It's something that we grow together. So let's stop building dream lives for our kids. Let's start building dream lives with them. If this message resonates with you, feel free to share it with your kids or parents. Leave a comment if this video helped you rethink your approach, or if you found success in bridging that gap. And if you would like to join me in a future episode of Raghuverse to share your success story, let me know via comments as well. Thank you and see you soon again in another episode of Raghuverse.